Boom! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Perfect Bag. My name's Clint, and today we have another one-take bag review for you. Super excited because today's bag review is going to be not only another really unique backpack. We've been on a run of backpacks lately. Hope you've enjoyed it. We'll flip over to some other bags next. But not only is today a cool backpack, it is a follow-up to this fun bag. Those of you who watch the channel regularly will notice that this is my custom white camo X-Pack tote from Rickshaw BagWorks. This is the Soho vertical tote. If you didn't watch this review, make sure you do so. It's really good. The strap was something I added, by the way, as was some of the details on the handles, etc. But the bag itself, custom version, comes from Rickshaw BagWorks in San Francisco. Now, I suggested that all of you in that video hop onto Rickshaw BagWorks' website and play around with their customizer because it's super fun and it adds $0 to the price of the bags that you're looking at. That's right, $0, because the bags are made to order rather than mass produced in their bag workshop in San Francisco, made in America, that's right. Then the bags can be made in any type of material, well, within reason, because they've got a bunch of different types of materials. And I'm not just saying that, I'm saying that they have a bunch of different types of materials. We're talking about X-Pack, we're talking about Cordura, we're talking about tweed, we're talking about all kinds of fabrics, interior and exterior. Cool stuff. $0 upcharge on that customization. $0. That's right. And this bag over here, the tote, it was 99 bucks. Incredible value for a bag that I really have enjoyed carrying. So I started playing around with other bags from Rickshaw BagWorks, and I'm delighted to share that today we're reviewing another bag from Rickshaw BagWorks. It's this one. Yeah, that's right. This is a beautiful, in the same colorway, matchy-matchy. So in the same colorway as my tote, we've got this beautiful white X-Pack laptop backpack. Whoo, that's a good looking bag. Woo! All right, let's get into it. You know what we do on this channel. We do one-take bag reviews. What does that mean? You're just gonna get me and you talking together. No cuts, no fancy graphics, no zooming in and out. Just, it's me and you talking about bags. That's right. You're gonna get a walkthrough, exterior and interior. You're going to get two things that I love about the bag, always. Two things that I think could be better about the bag, always. And an overall discussion about the bag. Who might it be the perfect bag for? Let's get into this thing. This is the Potrero. I hope I'm saying that right. Potrero from Rickshaw BagWorks. What does Potrero mean? Well, I looked it up. It means a small subdivide container that you put livestock in South America, but that's not where the name comes from. It's also the name of a neighborhood in San Francisco, or a district, or a, just neighborhood, Potrero Hill. And so I'm pretty sure that the San Francisco Bag Company is naming their bags after neighborhoods in San Francisco, not after livestock subdivision containers and fields in South America. So now that we've sorted that out, this is a 19-liter laptop backpack. And if you just watched my video about how many potatoes can you fit in a bag, 19 liters is very deceptive because this 19-liter bag is larger in the main compartment than many of my 22 to 24-liter bags. We'll talk about why here in just a second. But we're gonna do exterior first. And I think the first thing we've got to call out is she's a looker. We got, once again, a really gorgeous bag on this channel. If you are looking for something plain black, don't worry, you can get that. If you're looking for something plain blue, plain olive, plain khaki, plain anything, or multiple camo patterns, they've got tweed, they've got literally, like I said, any kind of bag material that you want to use on these bags. They don't yet have some of the Dyneema and Ultra and super kind of futuristic ultralight fabrics, the challenge sailcloth kind of stuff yet, but they do have X-Pack available to you if you want to go with a more modern material than a nylon or a tweed or a traditional Cordura fabric. I love X-Pack. I know that there's some varying opinions out there on X-Pack. I think it's baller. I love it. And even though there are more modern fabrics now that have been introduced into the space, I like the look of X-Pack. So, this bag on the exterior, a couple more features that we need to talk about before we get into pocketing. The bag comes with kind of lightweight paracord zipper pulls. You get to pick the color for those. You also get to pick the color for your Rickshaw BagWorks little logo that's front and center up here on the top. Their slogan, remember, is fresh bags made daily. That's a tip of the cap to fresh bread made daily in San Francisco, the old sourdough down by the wharf. So yeah, really, really good looking bag. You've got all this black detail, which really pops with this white. You can add a hook and loop panel, and I did add the hook and loop panel on mine. I think that cost $10. So there was a material upcharge for the hook and loop panel being added. You do have attachment points down here, most useful for bike lights, I would say, on the, just kind of thinking about where the placement is, but also just a good look and a good addition to the bag as well. So hook and loop panel, this looks to be like a 3 to 4 inch hook and loop panel. I think it's a 3, maybe 3 1/4, 3 1/2. Yeah, we'll get into pockets in a second. We've got bottle pocket here, bottle pocket here. I think it's important for me to call out right now before we move any further that these bottle pockets are somewhat limiting in terms of water bottle selection. So I've got this bottle in here. This is the max size. It says 3 inch on the website, on the Rickshaw BagWorks website. It says no larger than 3 inch. This is a little larger than 3 inch. It does fit, but anything bigger than this is a 24 ounce. I really like this one. I've had it forever. It's kind of, the brand is Avex. I got it off Amazon. I just really, really love it. Kind of futuristic. So love carrying that one for my coffee. It fits just fine. Anything larger than that doesn't fit. Can of Coke, no problem. Fits perfectly. All right. Anything larger than the diameter of a can of Coke, not gonna fit these bottle pockets. But you can use these bottle pockets, good news, for things that aren't bottles as well. So I've tossed in my battery backup in the side pocket here, and I put it kind of USB side up so I can just run a cord straight from my battery backup into my phone, which would be in my hand in this instance. Okay, other features on this bag you need to know about. You have a little inch and a half nylon handle up here for grabbing, gripping, and holding the bag. It is fairly comfortable, but nothing remarkable, nothing to write home about. The straps themselves are padded. The back panel is padded, but there is no special kind of air channels or ventilation. It is just a straight a straight panel of X-Pack. It is padded because of the laptop sleeve, which we'll get into in a second. And then you've got a kind of black nylon detail up here where the straps are stitched into the back panel of the bag. You've got a Duraflex buckle for your sternum strap. It is adjustable, and it's got a good range of adjustment around like a 5-inch slide there to really find the right space for you. I really like that. The straps, of course, are adjustable, padded with attachment points. They are not the best straps that I've ever carried, but they're also not bad, and there is a pretty good strap stance up top. They don't come up into a V and pinch off at your neck. There is a little bit of give there. I guess the best way I could show you this is to wear the bag. I'll do that reminder at the end of this video like I do on just about every video that we do. So I'll wear this bag. You can see how it rides. You can see how it looks on me. Reminder, I'm 6'2" and a very, very, very svelte 205 pounds as of today. So that gives you kind of a size comparison to yourself and how this bag might look on you. All right. I guess the only other thing you need to know is that the zippers themselves are YKK zippers. They are not AquaGuard, which is a negative for some folks, but very much a positive for me because you get this very smooth zipper glide, which I really like. You've got double zippers on all the pockets, not just the main compartment. You've got double zippers, so you can kind of put those however you want. Yeah, looks good. I think it's time for us to dive into camera number 2 and check out this bag up close and personal and show you the pocketing decisions that the team at Rickshaw BagWorks has made on this bag. All right, everybody, see you there. Rickshaw's take on a, let's call it the generic JanSport formula, which is a big brick rounded off at the top with a big large front pocket. So this is their take on that format, something that, you know, if you grew up in the US, you're very familiar with. Think Herschel, think JanSport, just that kind of classic, that's a backpack, the kind of stuff that has been turned into an emoji. It's so familiar and backpacky in terms of look and feel. So that's what we're talking about here. But instead of that big front pouch pocket, what they've done is added a 3-dimensional, more of a tech envelope up front here. It's a crisper look and gives it more of a, let's say, a svelte, slim profile here. So it's it's got dimension, but not much. All right, so let's get into this pocket, this front pocket. We'll open it up and you can see that right away. How cool is that? I went with yellow, federal yellow X-Pack as the interior of this bag just to match my tote. I've got my blue light blocking glasses in here. I've got my brand new flashlight in here. How cool is that? Yeah. Got a wallet tossed in here. This is also from Rickshaw BagWorks, just a little card holder, 2 pockets on the inside, matched to my beautiful bag. Very nice. Remember that Rickshaw does customize just about everything they make. My pocket knife is in here, and my AirPods are in here because there is a D-ring inside this pouch for you to clip things to. So that's not the same as a key leash, it's a D-ring, and that's the solution I prefer, because then you can kind of just put in whatever you want into that section and it works for you. So a D-ring up here, then you've got a slip pocket and a slip pocket and a pin holder. Very good organization, and then you can see there's just some dimension to the pouch itself. All right, good front pocket, very, very useful. Remember, if you like patches and you want to know more about patches, I just made a video about where do you buy patches. Make sure you check that out. All right, next pocket is up top here, and it is just a big giant slip pocket. All right, I've tossed in a matching yellow X-Pack wallet and a big giant sleeve. This one holds cords, and so I've got my cords in this pouch from Rickshaw matched to my bag, interior and exterior. So you can get pouches to put in your bag from Rickshaw, good pricing, and probably the cheapest, most dependable, fastest place to make custom sleeves, pouches, pin cases, etc., color matched to your bag. So really, really cool stuff. Now it's time to get into the main event, the main pocket here. Let's zip this up. And a reminder, there's 2 bottle pockets here. So this is a half zip backpack, and it opens in a U. It doesn't fold over particularly well. I'll show you that. You know, you can push it down and you can then get a wide open, but it's blocky, it's bulky, so you've got to kind of work with it a little bit, but there is a fairly wide opening, so you can open it pretty wide. It's not constrictive really at all. Now you can see here, what do we have going on in the main compartment? Well, the main thing in the main compartment is a main compartment. There's not any additional storage in here, okay? So a lot of bags will have zippered pockets on the inside here. There are no zippered pockets. A lot of bags may do an internal water bottle holder in here. There's not an internal water bottle holder. What do you have? A big compartment. Okay, is that okay? That depends on you as a user. I've got a few more really nice envelopes here. That med kit right here. And this one, I don't even have anything in yet. So med kit, cords, little pouches. This one is for, I forgot to show you. I want to show you the interior of these. Whoops. I put my gaming device in here and you can see just it's beautiful, and they'll make these with like a plush interior. Is that what this one I didn't put anything in is? Yeah, look at this. You can get this one with a plush interior or the X-Pack, but color matched, right? How cool is that? Down to the cords and the tag, color matched to my backpack. Rickshaw. So freaking cool. So cool. All right. Then, got my iPad in here, power bank, and my gimbal with the tripod on. And then look back here, and here's Sluggin' Fresh Bags, made daily, San Francisco, US made in the USA, right there. I've got a 15-inch laptop in here. Excuse me, I've got a 14. Looks like a 17 will fit. I don't have a 17 to test, but man, that is a big laptop sleeve. And if you look all the way down there, it's suspended off the bottom of the bag by about 1.5 inches, and it is padded. The whole sleeve is padded, so it's a really nice laptop sleeve. You can see right here, look at that. Love it. Love it. Just some really, really cool details. All right, what do you think of the color choice? I'm just addicted to this yellow with the Alpine Camo X-Pack. I think it looks really good, but I think that's it for camera number 2. I mean, but just look at how big this bag is. Let me drop my water bottle in here so you can just get an idea of just how massive this bag is. Thing is gigantic. And it's listed as 18.9, I think, liters. Let's talk about that. Meet me back at camera number 1. So, 19 liters? I think not. Feels more like 24. So why is that? Well, the reason is that just about every bit of storage that is counted in this bag is actually in the main compartment. And in this main compartment, there's no other things in the way. It's just a really cavernous main compartment, which, depending upon your style, is either a win or a loss. And then these other compartments, they have dimension, but they're also very intentionally flat. And so useful, usable, right? Pretty darn usable, but not adding a ton of extra, measures to the literage of this bag. And so I think, honestly, if they really kind of wanted to, they could have called this like a 22-liter bag and double counted these pockets and stuff, but thank goodness they didn't. I think it feels like a 22-liter bag, and it's just a really good looking quality bag. Now, what's the first thing that I like about this bag? Remember, you always get 2 things that I love and 2 things that could be better. The first thing is, this. Look at this. The bag stands on its own, and the construction just allows for it to maintain its shape so well. So if you've been looking for a bag that is the exact opposite of floppy bag syndrome, if you're tired of floppy bag syndrome, if you're tired of your bag needing to be propped up, needing to be packed out just so in order to stand up, have I got a bag for you. This thing stands up properly, and it does so without a stiff frame sheet. It does so because of the material and the construction. Now, is that something that everybody will love? It is a very stiff bag, and this is made, this custom one, with multiple layers of X-Pack. So I've got Alpine X-Pack on the exterior, and then I've got Federal Yellow X-Pack as the interior. I'm not sure if you went Cordura and nylon, etc., would it be quite as stiff as this one? I don't know the answer to that. Maybe somebody else who has a Potrero can jump into the comments and let us know. But man, this X-Pack on X-Pack, it holds its shape so well. And I love that. I love that. I love that this bag feels, and y'all, if you ever saw my first backpack ever video, really fun video, that's what I'm always chasing in my bag. Something that maintains its shape, has a dimension, has a certain, chunkiness and gravitas to it. Gravitas? Word of the day, gravitas. So Really, really enjoy the structure and the materials of the bag. It's chunky, it's funky. I like my bags chunky and funky. That's why I love Green Room 136 so much. Don't like my bags delicate. Don't like my bags too overly fussy and fancy. And that is kind of where this bag sits in the sweet spot. So that's the first thing. The second thing that I love about this bag is the price point and customization. So the price point is $159. That's right, it's more expensive than the Tote. As you would expect, this is a lot more material than the Tote and a lot more difficult construction for the good folks in San Francisco. But for a made in the USA bag that is totally custom, built to order, exactly the way that you want it, with multiple options for customization and tons of different fabrics to choose from, $159 is honestly unbelievable. I don't know how they're paying to keep the lights on in San Francisco, which is not a cheap place to run a factory. Okay, there's made in the USA, then there's made in the USA entirely in the state of California, which is a very expensive place to do business. So Rickshaw committed to the community, otherwise they would not be there, and making it work with price points that leave their bags affordable. Not sure the math on this, but God bless them. It's working for them because they've been around for a while and they're doing good work and they're doing good things. And you're getting a really, really quality product. And I was shocked at how fast my custom orders arrived. Like, shocked. They must have, I gotta go see the factory at some point. It must be like an absolute science. They must have this thing down to clockwork. I imagine like a ticket prints out and there is somebody waiting there to catch it with a sewing needle in one hand, and then they jump into the pile of fabric and just go to work. Like that's what I imagine. But at the other end of that pile of fabric, they toss it in the mail and it gets to you in an unreasonably fast amount of time. Like, not sure what's going on. Seems pretty magical, but you're getting to customize the bag. You're getting to build out the bag exactly how you want it. And not just like 2 or 3 bags. There's like 50 different options that you can add, like totes and waist packs and pin cases and wallets and pouches, envelopes, wallets. Did I say wallets? I said wallets. Everything. Backpacks, briefcases, messenger bags. I got another one coming up called the bonsai bag, which is like a little crossbody lunchbox size bag. It's so cool. Can't wait to show you that one. But all right, I'm just gushing now. Great bag, great price, unbelievable for the money, super fun to carry. 2 things I think could be better, and there are a couple of things that could be better about this bag. Okay, the first thing that I think could be better is the water bottle pockets. So close. I love that they're here, and for storing like an umbrella or a power bank, they're good. For storing a water bottle, they're not as good. And so there are side pockets, but water bottle pockets, it's a close run thing. Like, you have to have a very specific water bottle to make these work, because this one that I chose is bigger than the 3 inches that they call out. And so it slams into and robs a little space from the main compartment. You got to be aware of that. But if you're just sticking like a gimbal in here, it works. If you're sticking, just a backup battery, it works. What would have fixed it? Well, I mean, shame on me. I don't pretend to be a better bag constructor than the folks at Rickshaw, but maybe just a little like elastic band here to give it just a little give, just a little stretch, to be a little bit more forgiving and allow a little bit bigger size water bottle to go in. It adds to the construction difficulty of the bag, but it actually, I think, would add to the usability of the bag as well. Love the front pocket, love this pocket. What I think could be a little bit better in here, and I should say, this does come with an admin panel. I took it out. I don't love their admin panel that they ship with these things, but it sticks to this Velcro pad up here, and it's got a pocket. It's got a clear kind of credit card holder or badge holder. It's got pin holders. It's a useful thing. It's gray. You can see it in my other video. But I think one pocket, just mesh pocket. It doesn't need to be complex. One mesh pocket on the front panel would be good. potentially you could, if you wanted to, if the stretch pocket doesn't work on the side here, then you could do an internal water bottle pocket as well to give somebody with a larger water bottle an option, or make it a clickable option when you make the purchase. And I'm sure folks who a large water bottle spot is a deal breaker for may pay up an extra $10 even to add that to the bag. But I'm being picky because for the money, wow, this is a fun bag. And I've got to say, again, it just feels bigger than a lot of my small bags, right? So, hello, fishy. This is also an 18-liter bag from GoRuck. It's the 18-liter double compartment bullet, and I don't know, doesn't this Rickshaw bag look bigger in just about every way? It does to me. And that even with this double compartment bullet, which I really like, you've got some flaws, like floppy bag syndrome and not standing up on its own. And you with this Rickshaw bag, you don't have any of that. So, good bag, really like it. And I think the star of the show really is the customization options from Rickshaw BagWorks, right? So when you buy this bag, you get all kinds of options to do matchy crazy stuff. You can get a wallet, you can get pouches, you can do a tote and a bag, tons of fun stuff. So again, go crazy. It's a bag that is so cheap that you can, add all the accessories that you want and not break the bank. All right, everybody. That's it for now. I hope you enjoyed seeing the Potrero from Rickshaw BagWorks. And again, I don't think this is a bag you're going to see on the other channels that you might be following. Try to get outside of the box. Try to show you things that maybe you haven't seen before. And hate to say it, but because I'm not going to participate in affiliate programs, it opens up a whole world of bags for me that I can show you. And that I don't need to worry about whether or not they're going to give me a kickback on the bags that I review. I don't need it, don't want it, and that's not what it's about. So keep watching the channel, subscribe, tell your friends, and it's, I think, time for me to wear this bag. Let's do it. All right, everybody. Thank you for the love and support. We will see you next time. Bye for now.